In this movie, we'll write a custom function that will make our snowboarder jump up into the air and turn a little bit. If you'd like to follow along, this is in the Chapter 3 exercise folder, and the file is called writingfunctions.fla. This is a very simple file. It has a movie clip called MC Border. You can verify in the library, that's the name of the movie clip, and it's just a pinged image. And then I just drew some snow so we can have some turf to ride on. Okay, let's write the code that will make this movie clip move. So first I'm going to click on this border and just make sure that he has an instance name, and there is an instance name. It is border_MC. So if we want to communicate with ActionScript to the snowboarder, we're going to refer to him as border_MC. Now I'm going to go up to the actions layer, click the first keyframe of that layer, I'm going to make sure it's locked, select that keyframe, press Option F9 or F9 on the PC to open up the Actions panel. Now what we're going to do is the same thing we did before when we changed properties of an object, except we're going to put it inside of a function. In the next movie, we'll explore how to make this function more useful. But for right now, let's just type the word function, and then a space, and I'm going to call this function moveBorder. Defining a function is similar to defining a variable. Instead of typing var in the space in the variable name, you type function in a space and then the function name. So we're going to build our reusable block of code here. So function moveBorder, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. And we need to put parentheses always when we create a function. And in the next movie, I'll explain what you put inside the parentheses. And then I'm going to type a colon, and that's going to specify the return data type. I haven't yet explained the return data type, and we'll cover that in a later movie. But I'm going to type void for now with lowercase v. That means there is no return data type. Press enter or return to go to the next line. Open curly brace. Next line, close curly brace, up arrow, and then enter or return. And inside of these curly braces is where we write what happens in the moveBorder function. So all I'm going to do is adjust the border's position. So I'm going to type border_MC, that's our border instance name, .y, and type space equals space, and then type 50, and then a semicolon. We're going to set the y positioning of border_MC to 50. That's going to be 50 pixels from the top of our Flash movie, not from the bottom. Remember, Flash counts pixels from the top left, not the bottom left, like in math class. Now let's rotate our border. So I'm going to press enter, return to go to the next line, and I'm going to type border_MC dot rotation space equals space 45. Let's type a semicolon. And now if we were to test the movie right now, nothing would happen. Just like I explained at the beginning of this chapter, how we had to drag elements inside of the function box, and that didn't necessarily run the function. We had to click the run function button. That's what we're doing here. We're putting things inside of the function block of code. We have not ran the function yet. So we need to do something else to run the function. And that something else is like we did in the last movie when we ran go to and stop, and we ran the stop function. So I'm going to click right after this close curly brace on line 5. I'm going to press enter or return twice to go down 2 lines. You don't have to go down 2 lines. You can just go down 1 line. I just like to space out my code. And then if we want to run this function, we need to type moveBorder, which is the name of our function, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, semicolon. Notice how that looks exactly like stop. Stop, open and close parenthesis, and a semicolon. That actually runs the function. So I'm going to close this actions window, just take a note of where the border is currently, test the movie, and notice that he jumps to the top of the screen. So if you move over the movie, you can notice that he's also rotated. Now that you know how to write a custom function, let's learn how to make our functions more useful.